Today we were working with Vex. Vex is a program where you use STEM to build robots and stuff, and then there's also this website where you code your robots.
We're learning about coding and we're making Vexco robots, which help us understand more about coding, and we code those Vexco robots from our computers.
We build these robots and we coded them to turn around, go straight, and we could tell them how much to turn and how long to move and stuff like that. It was really fun, and we worked in pairs and groups, and we just had to work together and make the robot go where we wanted it to go.
I do like the teamwork that we used. I like that we stay with the same groups, and I like how we all work together to build a good robot.
My favorite part was probably just being able to work with my friends and just use our imaginations.
Today in class, the students are finishing up their project where they learned how to use the different sensors and motors on their Lego robots.
We were doing a robotics tournament and we had a lot of challenges where we had to follow a line basically with our robot, or we had to fight them, or we had to have them keep balloons safe from the other robots.
We went in there and we're testing our code to hit as many points as possible because there's a competition to see who could hit the most points in one run.
To make the robots hit individual points on the board, you had to either code it to go forward a certain amount of space, and then you would have it have a light sensor, so whenever it hit it, it would switch to its next project.
These past couple of units, we've just been learning how to use all of the sensors, and this is a culmination of their knowledge. It's really rewarding because they get to, from start to finish, program everything themselves.
We build clothes. Energy circuit. Learning Commons, we built this circuit where you use snap circuits to make a speaker say happy birthday.
We built a snap circuit, and this is like a flying saucer kind of.
Nice. Can you show us what it does? So the fan's blowing. Oh, awesome job, guys.
Welcome to Edmondson's Kindergarten Rainforest. Each of the classes got to pick animals and create them at home.
There's a sloth, and one fact about it is it's 3 times stronger than a human. My animal is a tree porcupine. One fact is that it's up to 3,000 points. My animal is a chameleon. When its predator comes, then it blends in wherever it is.
We're in the greenhouse right now. We're growing a bunch of different plants. We're growing marigolds, vincas, begonias, Dusty Millers, Wandering Jews, rose moss, Boston ferns, and some vegetables back there. And we're growing all of this in order to fundraise for next year's agri-science classes. The budget also goes to funding FFA trips, so it can go to transportation, it can go to like the hotels, it can go to the food. It can help some of the students who need like the official dress and whatnot. And during FFA we could learn about, we judge soil, so what it can be used for and the quality of it, and we judge livestock like cows and chickens and stuff like that.
So the past few days we've been learning about pendulums and how different weights on the bobs affects them and how high and low it affects the swings.
The most interesting thing is that at certain angles that you put the pendulum, it has a different number of like swings.
today we did an experiment on pendulums where we went outside and went on the swings and swung, and we saw how different people made the different swings change. And so we timed all of us for 60 seconds, and it was a fun experiment.
I think my favorite part was probably getting on the swing and swinging, because you didn't want to go too high and you didn't want to go too low, and you had to go like in the middle, and you had to keep that same pace the entire time, and it was really fun to just be on the swings.
I decided to start the chess club because I was seeing kids all over school playing chess on their Chromebooks. Whenever they had free time, they were playing chess, and I saw all of that and I thought, man, there's a lot of kids interested in chess. So we decided to start the chess club. I was hoping to get maybe a dozen kids, 20 if I was lucky, and we have over 80.
Chess Club is a great place to learn critical thinking and to further the development of learning things very quickly.
I'm really excited about the new chess club because of the competition that I'm able to have with my friends and other people.
I'm glad they opened up a chess club here at HMS because I've been playing chess for a long time and I enjoy it, and I'm glad that I now have a consistent way to play with actual people.
Today we learned about plants. Miss Smithson gave us a cup with dirt in it, and we used our fingers to poke 3 holes in them, and we got 2 radish seeds and 1 bean seed, and then we covered it with soil, and then a little bit later we watered it.
Great job.
5 sprays. I think maybe one of them might not go perfectly, but that's my prediction, and I guess the other ones would be better than one of them, because there's not much space in that cup, but they're apart, so that's just what I think might happen.
What we do is find a service project that is themed toward every musical or production that we do that will allow our students to give back to the community. Because we teach our students that in order for us to make a difference in the world, you have to be the power and voice for good.
And we started talking about what it meant what acts of service meant, especially in theater, and how theater is an act of service in the community, and how it impacts our community to have these acts of service.
I think doing theater is one part of the whole picture, but giving back to your community through theater is so important because number one, it shows everyone who you are, but it also benefits you as a person and really gives you this good visual of the world.
When you have a show, you are inviting all these people to share a story with them. Maybe they haven't heard this story, maybe they have heard the story. You don't know that. But either way, you are showing them this story and how you interpret it. And that, I feel, is on the same level of giving back. It's giving back to the community.
I really like helping and just doing everything as a community and just giving to the community.
In PE today, we are working on Foursquare, and it's with hand-eye coordination.
So basically what we're doing is the PE coach is making us learn our hand-eye coordination.
I learned to stop getting so upset while you're playing, if you get out, because last year when we played it, I used to get really upset when I got out.
So some of the rules in Foursquare are if the ball goes out of bounds, it's out of bounds and you're out. If you touch it, you're out too. But also you have to learn to not be stubborn in Foursquare.
My name is Leslie Varden, and I'm the full-time music teacher at Thompson Station Elementary School. Each week I have the privilege of getting to teach around 700 students.
In music class, we do fun games to help us so when we're older, we can learn cooperation with other kids.
Music is one of my favorite specials. We get to learn the recorder, the xylophones, and the ukuleles.
In 4th and 5th grade, you learn a little bit of like recorders, and you learn to play new instruments. You have like a lot of stuff going on. A lot of your school memories are with Miss Varden in the music room.
I'm Pam Goodenough, and I'm at Thompson Station Elementary, and I'm the second music teacher for kindergarten, 1st and 3rd grades. And what I do is I connect all the different curriculums of the school into the music classroom. So not only do I reinforce the concepts that Mrs. Varden teaches and help with teaching the kids the songs for the programs, that we do things like connect to cultures. So we've done a lot of learning about different cultures and how music relates to that. Also, we do science, and we do fitness, we do movement.
One of my favorite things to do each year is to create performances for our students. And starting in kindergarten and going all the way up through 5th grade, my goal is to get as many people involved in the music program as possible. We really work on trying to build confidence in our students and their performance abilities, and we practice so much that by the time the performance rolls around, they're very comfortable with the procedures, and they're able to deliver a performance that makes their family proud. The parents and grandparents seem to enjoy coming to watch, and I just love to see how excited the students are when it's performance day.
We love music. We love music.
Welcome to Woodland's production of High School Musical Junior.
My name is Miss Newman, and I am the director for High School Musical Junior. We have had just an amazing time getting the show together. About 50 cast members and about 30-something crew members.
I really enjoyed getting to meet new people, and I loved performing on those 5 nights, because every day I would come in and be excited to perform again.
It was just really cool going out to see our friends perform the musical in such an amazing way, bringing a performance to life. And it was just so amazing how this is a bunch of kids performing so professionally well with all these props and all these different actors who are amazingly talented, and the leads were incredible at singing, and everyone was just coming together, and it was a great gathering of kids to see something that Miss Newman and everyone else worked really hard to put on.
It was a lot of work, but it was definitely worth it, and I would do it again.
They really did such a great job and made me so proud, and I actually did cry every night.
What'd y'all think of the show?
Our 4th grade team decided to invite parents in. We were learning about angles and protractors and all of those things, the geometry standards, and so we welcomed parents in to play different games, use the protractor. We also included our reading teachers, and we did like our point of view, what's your angle, different things with that. So it was a lot of fun.
The Angle Fest was really fun. In all the different rooms, we did different activities that had something to do with angles.
One thing we did was just a real fun game with the geometry vocabulary, because there's so many words that the students have to learn in 4th grade, math vocabulary. And so we played a game where there would be a word on the screen, and either a parent or the student had to describe that word without saying it.
My favorite activity was probably the abstract art challenge, where I had to make a picture with all the geometric shapes that I was given, and I made a rocket ship that was blasting off into the outer world.